A few years ago, being a top student meant spending long nights in the library, flipping through textbooks, rewriting notes again and again, and hoping that somehow all that effort would turn into high grades. In 2026, the rules have changed. The smartest students are not just working hard. They are working with artificial intelligence. And here is the truth that many people still refuse to accept. Artificial intelligence is no longer optional. It is not a futuristic concept. It is not just for programmers or tech companies. It is a daily tool, and students who know how to use it properly have a serious advantage. But there is another truth. Most students are either using the wrong tools, using them poorly, or not using them at all. Today, we are going deep into the best free artificial intelligence tools for students in 2026. Not hype, not fantasy, real tools that are widely used right now. Tools that can help you write better, study smarter, research faster, design projects, manage time, and even prepare for exams more effectively. And if you stay with me until the end, you might realize that the gap between average students and high achievers is not intelligence. It is leverage. Let us start with the most obvious category: writing and research. One of the most powerful tools students are using in 2026 is ChatGPT by OpenAI. The free version alone is strong enough to completely transform how you approach assignments. Students use ChatGPT to brainstorm essay ideas, create structured outlines, simplify complex theories, generate practice questions, and even simulate mock interviews. What makes it powerful is not just that it gives answers, it explains concepts in different ways. If you do not understand something in a textbook, you can ask it to explain it like you are 15 years old, or like you are preparing for a university exam, or with real-world examples. But here is where smart students separate themselves. They do not copy and paste. They use ChatGPT as a thinking partner. They ask it to challenge their arguments. They ask it to improve clarity. They ask it to suggest counterpoints. That is how you grow. Another serious contender in 2026 is Gemini by Google. Gemini integrates deeply with Google Docs, Gmail, and Google Drive. Imagine writing a research paper in Google Docs and having Gemini help you refine paragraphs, suggest stronger vocabulary, summarize long research materials, and generate quick references. Since most students already live inside the Google ecosystem, this makes studying smoother and more efficient. Then there is Claude by Anthropic. Claude has become extremely popular among university students, especially those dealing with long academic texts. Claude handles large documents very well. Students upload research papers, lecture transcripts, and even entire books to get summaries, key insights, and breakdowns of arguments. If you're overwhelmed by reading material, this can save hours. Now let me ask you something. How many hours have you wasted staring at a blank page, not knowing how to begin? Exactly. Artificial intelligence removes that paralysis. It gives you momentum, and momentum creates results. Now let us move into note-taking and organization, because being smart means nothing if you're disorganized. One tool that has gained massive popularity among students is Notion, especially with Notion AI integrated. The free plan allows students to create structured dashboards for subjects, assignments, deadlines, and revision plans. With Notion AI, you can turn messy notes into organized summaries, generate study guides from lecture content, and even create flashcards automatically. Students use it to build personal knowledge systems that grow over semesters. Another strong option is Microsoft Copilot inside Microsoft OneNote and Word. Many universities provide Microsoft accounts for free. Copilot can summarize class notes, extract key points, and even suggest improvements in written assignments. If you are already using Word for essays and OneNote for lectures, this integration is powerful. Now imagine this scenario. You attend a 1-hour lecture. You record it. Instead of replaying the entire lecture later, you upload the transcript to an artificial intelligence tool and ask it to extract key themes, definitions, examples, and possible exam questions. That is not laziness. That is strategy. Speaking of lectures, let us talk about transcription and audio tools. Otter.ai remains one of the most useful free tools for students in 2026. It can record lectures and generate real-time transcripts. Later, you can search keywords inside the transcript instead of scrolling through audio. This is incredibly helpful during exam season. There is also the free tier of Fireflies.ai, which many students use for online classes and group discussions. It records and summarizes conversations automatically. For students attending remote lectures or collaborating on projects, this reduces confusion and missed details. Now, let us shift to research and citations, because academic credibility matters. Perplexity AI has become a favorite among serious students. It acts like an artificial intelligence-powered research assistant. Instead of giving generic answers, it provides responses with linked sources. This makes it easier to verify information and build arguments supported by real material. For essays, presentations, and debates, this is extremely helpful. Connected Papers is another tool that students use to explore academic research visually. It shows how research papers are related to each other. If you're writing a thesis or a research project, understanding the connection between studies gives you a deeper perspective. Now let us talk about something many students struggle with: mathematics and problem solving. Photomath and Microsoft Math Solver remain strong free options in 2026. You can scan a math problem, and the tool not only gives you the answer, but shows step-by-step explanations. The key again is to study the process, not just the solution. Wolfram Alpha also continues to be powerful for advanced mathematics, physics, and engineering problems. It can compute equations, generate graphs, and explain formulas. For science students, this is a digital companion. But here is a question: are you actually learning? Or are you just finishing homework? That is the line you must not cross. Artificial intelligence should make you better, not dependent. Now let us move to design and presentations, because modern education is visual. Canva with Magic Studio features has become a game changer for students. The free version allows you to create professional presentations, posters, infographics, and social media-style educational content. With artificial intelligence features, you can generate images, remove backgrounds, expand visuals, and even create presentation slides from simple prompts. Gamma is another powerful tool students use to create beautiful presentations quickly. Instead of manually designing slides for hours, you provide the topic, and Gamma structures the presentation with clean layouts and relevant visuals. For last-minute projects, this is a lifesaver. And if you're into video projects, CapCut offers free artificial intelligence-powered editing tools, automatic captions, background removal, and template-based editing make it easy for students to produce polished video assignments. Now, let us pause for a moment. If you're still doing everything manually in 2026, thinking that struggle equals success, you're playing the game on hard mode while others have upgraded tools. Smart work is not cheating. It is evolution. Let us talk about language learning and communication. Grammarly remains a top free writing assistant for students. It corrects grammar, improves clarity, and suggests tone adjustments. In 2026, clear communication is a superpower. Whether you're applying for internships or submitting assignments, writing quality matters. For students learning new languages, Duolingo continues to offer free structured lessons powered by artificial intelligence personalization. It adapts difficulty based on your performance. Combined with ChatGPT for conversational practice, this becomes a powerful combination. Now let us discuss coding and technical skills, because even non-computer science students are learning basic programming. GitHub Copilot offers free access for verified students. It helps write code, suggest functions, and explain snippets. For beginners, this accelerates learning. For advanced students, it speeds up projects. Replit also provides an accessible coding environment with artificial intelligence assistance. You can write, test, and deploy code directly in your browser. For group projects, collaboration becomes easier. Time management is another silent killer of student success. Motion and other artificial intelligence planners have limited free options, but even tools like Google Calendar combined with Gemini suggestions can help optimize schedules. Students use artificial intelligence to break large tasks into smaller steps and create realistic study timelines. And here is something important. The best students in 2026 are not using one tool. They are building a system. For example, they might use Otter.ai to record lectures, then upload the transcript to ChatGPT or Claude for summarization. Store organized notes inside Notion. Use Perplexity AI for research. Create a presentation in Canva. Polish the writing with Grammarly. And schedule revision sessions in Google Calendar. That is a workflow. That is efficiency. But there is one more critical piece we need to talk about: ethics. Universities in 2026 are much more aware of artificial intelligence usage. Many institutions use detection tools. Many professors design assignments that require critical thinking rather than simple answers. So if you use artificial intelligence to completely generate essays without understanding them, you're risking your academic integrity. Instead, use these tools to understand concepts deeply. Ask artificial intelligence to quiz you. Ask it to create practice exams. Ask it to debate you on a topic. Use it as a tutor, not a ghostwriter. Because the real competitive advantage is not the tool, it is how you use the tool. Think about this. A student in a small town with only a basic laptop and internet connection now has access to research assistants, writing feedback, coding help, design tools, and personalized tutorings that would have cost thousands of dollars a decade ago. That is powerful, but only if you take action. The education system is changing. Employers are changing. The workplace you are preparing for will expect you to know how to work with artificial intelligence. Learning these tools now is not just about grades. It is about future-proofing your career. And here is the final mindset shift. Do not ask, "Can artificial intelligence do this for me?" Ask, "How can artificial intelligence help me become better at this?" That small difference changes everything. Because in 2026, intelligence is not just what you know. It is how effectively you use the tools available to you. The students who understand this will not just pass exams. They will lead projects. They will innovate. They will build things faster. They will adapt to new industries. They will move ahead while others complain about change. So if you're serious about leveling up this year, choose 3 tools from this discussion. Learn them deeply, build a workflow around them, use them ethically, and measure the difference in your productivity over the next 30 days. You might be surprised at how much more you can achieve when you stop fighting the future and start using it. The question is not whether artificial intelligence will shape education. It already is. The real question is whether you will use it wisely or be left behind.